everybody, Nitro here. Thank you for just clicking on the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Nitro Nation. Today we're going to be playing some more Satisfactory, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Alrighty, so we're back at the factory, and in the last episode, we jumped down in the hole, we lost our stuff, then we tried to get back down in the hole several more times, lost a bunch more stuff, and I did go get my stuff back, and I'll show you just here in a second how I did that, because it's pretty funny. But here's the factory, looking beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You'll notice one thing though, that these conveyor belts are kind of bare, in the sense that there's absolutely nothing on them, because that is out of fuel. And you'll also notice over here that the copper mine is also out of fuel, which is great. You'd be looking at all this like, what the heck is all that? Well, I'll show you. This, basically, so this is where my wire comes into after it goes out of the three constructors, goes into here. As you see, it makes a lot of wire. And then it goes into here, goes into this, that turns into cables, just as a recap. So I had this one got filled up pretty darn quick, so then I put this one down, and this one got filled up, and then it started to fill this one up. It did run out of power before it did that. So in order to make sure that nothing else got filled up, I took and I put this one down, put that conveyor belt going to there, put this down, and then I got this running up into that, which runs into this one, which runs into this one, which runs into this one, which runs into this one. So you can see I've got that one's full, and this one is almost full, but it's out of power. It would be full if it had power. This also doesn't have power because it's running off the same grid, but it's got plenty of stuff in it. There's not really much point in running any of this, although my power consumption is probably pretty low, since I can just click on this. Yeah, my consumption is only 2.5, so I'll just leave it running, because you can see it's just idling. Nothing's actually working, because again, that's out of fuel. That has been my absolute main issue right now, is fuel. You can see I'm making fuel, but it's just it has become too much of a hassle to sit here and go out, get wood and leaves, put them in the bins, wait for it to make it into fuel, and then go and fill up every single one of these deadgum things. It's an absolute nightmare. I got these two I gotta fill up, then I gotta fill this one up, this one up, this one up, this one up. Then we come over here, gotta fill this one up, this one, and that one. Just for the main production line. I've also got to come then and fill this one up so that there's actual crap going into it. Then I got to go over here, fill those three up. It's just too much. It's too much of a hassle. I can't take this. So I went to the shop. What is it called? Where you do the milestones? That's new as well. Don't worry about that. I'll tell you about that in a second. I went here and I completed tier 1. Got everything I needed for that, completed tier 2, did all of that. And then tier 3, you'll see right here, coal power. I did that, unlocked this. So I've unlocked coal power. I haven't made anything yet because I want to make it on camera with you guys. You can also see there's vehicular transport, which I'm kind of interested in. This may be very helpful. It says tractor, which tractors are not inherently very fast vehicles, so don't know how that's going to work out. There's also basic steel production here, which gives us a foundry, all this stuff that we need to then move to tier 4, where we get advanced steel production. And also we can get logistics Mark 3, which we have to have the advanced steel to make the actually we don't need advanced steel, we just need basic steel. We need the steel beams, the steel pipes, in order to get logistics, which gives us our conveyor belt Mark 3, conveyor lift Mark 3, power storage, which I guess is just a battery basically. Yeah, it's just a battery. And then industrial storage containers as well, we get those. We also get these hyper tubes, which I didn't think was going to be all that important at the beginning, but I've done a little bit of exploring of the map just to kind of figure out what's around me. And as you can see, the map's absolutely massive. So this is where the space elevator is. Obviously, that's what it says. But my factory goes from about this rock, well, yeah, about from here, it goes this little bit here is about where my factory is. It's just this little section. Look how big this map is. You can see all down here. I've been through here, sort of explored it, half explored. I was just kind of exploring, seeing what was around. There's a ginormous lake up here. This is whole like a beach up here. This is way massive up here. As you can see, the edge of the map goes way out over here. It goes over here. This map is humongous. There ain't no telling how far it goes up here. I don't know how big this map is. Them hypertubes are gonna come in handy. I'll go show you how I got my stuff back out of the hole, because that was a big ordeal. Oh, I also unlocked the melee advancement, which gives me this thing. Look at this. This thing is awesome. It will kill the hogs in 3 hits, which is just wonderful. These stupid things suck. So as you can see, I just made a conveyor belt and just conveyored it down in there. Well, I guess I will have to show you because you can't see it all. So I made this conveyor belt, went to here. This was a pain in the butt to figure out how to do as well. It goes there, goes down there. And as you see, I had to build platforms for the conveyor to sit on, because there was no more ledges like that to put the conveyors on, so I just built platforms. And it works beautifully. Gets you up and down. Down in here, there's some weird crap. There's these stupid little spider things, which suck. But with my new melee weapon, it's not too bad. There's these giant mushroom thingies. I haven't even been down there. I don't know what's down there. But back here, there's these weird things, which I realize is not very descriptive as to what it is. It's a weird thing, more or less. This thing. What is this? Sam ore. I didn't even see this when I went here. Yeah, you can see how nice this melee weapon is. There was this, and it talked to me when I come down here.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
See? It speaks to you. So I got that.
Harvest it.
Yeah, it's very creepy. I don't really like them. There's Caterham ore. There's so much stuff that I've not even remotely figured out about this game yet. So I have started construction of another factory. What another ring was made. So we got 2 iron mines here, which the reason I built a factory over here was because there's a lot of iron deposits over here, but they are impure iron deposits, which sucks. As you can see, all this is out of power as well. The impure ones only make 30 iron per minute, whereas the normal ones are 60 iron per minute. Yeah, there was these 2 up here, there's 2 down there, and there's actually, well, I'll just climb up here. There's 4 down here. There's 1, 2, 3, and there's another one around the corner. But over here, I've done things a little differently. I wanted to test out and see how the foundations worked, because it said that the foundations snap everything to a grid. Sure as the world it does. It's a grand old thing. Because, dadgum, it's so hard to make a factory that looks nice. But man, look at this. Look how perfect everything is. It's all just beautifully lined up, evenly spaced apart. And look, these snap right into these little holes and everything. It's awesome. So like, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. See how everything snaps? It's like snapping to grids. It's snapping to it. Like outside, see, it doesn't snap to anything. It makes it hard to line up. Like this, it's just boom, right there, done. Everything's spaced evenly. And it looks absolutely wonderful. We got all this power here. These are still running. This one's doing fine. But these 4 are running the production line, and they are out of fuel. Because everything requires fuel. But this has been grand. These lookout towers, or watchtowers, whatever they're called, I didn't quite understand how useful these were to begin with. I built 2 of them over there, but that was mainly just because I wanted to see what it was, what it looked like, and then I could get a good overview of my factory. But I didn't realize just how powerful these things really are. you can climb up these things, and it makes it so easy to lay out or to figure out where you want things to go. So like I got these smelters go boom directly into a constructor. The constructors are making iron rods all the way across. We got 6 constructors. You can see the rods there. And then they go up, they feed up to these constructors, which is the reason I made it like a second story type deal here is because if we go over here, the land kind of starts moving up, and all of that would have intersected with my factory, and I didn't want that. But I can use this for other stuff as well. I could build another, I could continue these foundations out and then do other stuff down here. So it's not that big of a deal. We got these vertical conveyor belts. It's moving stuff up yonder. Got a little crafting bench right there. We got this nice staircase leads up. But you can see just how nice and snapped to lines everything is. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We got all this up here. These take the iron rods and turn them into screws, and then they go from here and then back up into this one. If I can click on the right ones, you can see they make a tremendous amount of screws. They're all about the same. And then we've got the second story, or third story, I guess, here, which I don't have a way up to it yet, so I just climb up the lookout tower and then jump off. Actually ran out of materials, so I couldn't finish going out. But this is going to be so that the screws can be moved up to this story using the vertical lifts. So I can run the vertical lifts through the floor, and they work just fine. It's, you know, it doesn't stop them from working or anything. It can go through the floor, but it looks kind of trashy. So that big thingy that I showed you that was over there actually has stuff in it that you can buy, and then it gives you access to it. And one of the things that it gives you access to is it just puts a hole in the floor, in the foundation, so that it looks nice. This thing here that I said not to worry about, this is the awesome sink. It's got an input here, so you input stuff into it. That's all it's told me. You input stuff into it, and it gives you standard points and DNA points. Here's the awesome shop. So that thing takes resources, grinds them up, I guess, and turns them into coupons. Then this is where you spend the coupons. So if we go over to management, you can see you can get conveyor ceiling mounts. You can get wall mounts for conveyors. Here's the conveyor lift floor hole. Here's pipeline stuff that you can get. So it's a pipeline wall hole, floor hole. Here's wall outlets for power and, you know, stuff. And there's Mark 1, 2, and 3 of these. So potentially the power grid that we have will have to be upgraded at some point. Maybe, I don't know. There's lighting that you can get here, which is awesome. You can get skins for boxes, which I don't really care about. Here's a whole bunch of different foundations, and it's a set as well, so you get access to all of these different things. Like the half pipe one, look at all them different things you get. So you can really make some interesting factory designs. It's got walls. So you got walls that have conveyor holes in them, which is really nice. You can get walls with doors in it, walls with automatic gates. You can get tilted walls. You can get a ceiling somewhere. I think it's in architecture. Yeah, you can get, here's roofs that you can get, beams, railings, catwalks, stairs, ladders, industrial walkways, all kinds of stuff. And you can customize crap. That's other little things you can get. And here you can actually just get like biomass or biofuel or cables or whatever you need. The thing that we need to focus on in this episode is power. Now, these biofuel thingy-majiggies, these things, you take and you put biofuel in them, which I'll show you. You gotta have this whole daggum assembly line set up just to make the stupid biofuel, which I'm gonna leave this set up so that I'll have it to make for the chainsaw, because it still requires solid biofuel, and I might need the chainsaw for cutting like trees down or something if they're in the factory. But you can see this uses biofuel, You have to, there's no conveyor belt input on this thing. I can't convey out of that storage box into these. If I could, it wouldn't be too big of a deal. But I can't. I have to go in here and manually put it into every single one of these things. Which is a nightmare. Truly. And also, this has now got power. So you can see, you get 1,000 points, gets you your next coupon, or standard points. 1,000 standard points gets you a coupon. 1,000 DNA points gets you your coupon. So I don't know what that means. I don't know. It says you just import stuff, so I guess you just make a storage container and then import crap into it. Or you could probably just have an assembly line importing like iron ingots or something into it. But anyway, it's too much of a hassle. So what we're gonna do is, if we look at the map, there's a bit of coal down here. Right there, I put little markers down. You can actually, down here at the bottom, you can like click one of these and just place it, which is pretty neat, pretty nifty. It's not the greatest system known to man, so it's kind of weird. But there's one coal vein or thingy that I could put a miner on down here. But if we go up here, which is a lot farther away, as you can see, it's like twice as far. There's like 5 or 6 of them up here. I just kind of randomly put these down because I don't know the exact location of them, but I know they're right here. There's like 5 or 6 veins up here that I could put it on. Plus the coal plant, which if I go ahead and just, here's the coal generator. As you can see, this thing's absolutely massive. Like, the biomass burner is not that big. This thing's huge. And it's got inputs. You got one input is for water. The other input is for fuel, aka coal. So you can see I can put coal in there, and it uses 15 per minute for what it's doing now, which is nothing. So it's not actually using anything. But then it can be overclocked, which is beautiful. And it needs water. So if I was to use the one down here, you can see I'd have to use like this water here. But if I use the ones up here, I can just run the water and everything. And I think what I'm going to do is run conveyor belts. It's going to go right up this little ridge right here. It's going to come down. There's like woods right here. It's going to come down through here. And I think right in here, this is all relatively flat. So I think this is where I'm going to build it. And I'll have, I don't want to use the water here. I'm going to use this water up here because there's a lot more room. Because for the water, you gotta have more crap. You gotta have, if I can find it, water extractors, which you can see these things are pretty big. And they got a little output there. So everything's big. Did that just say it needs power? You've got to be kidding me. These things have to have power too? Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have to set up a temporary biomass burner to pump the water out until I can get these set up and running, producing enough power to power the whole base. And then I can run power lines back to the water so that the coal is powering the water. Go ahead and build a miner, facing out. Yeah. Do something like that, put one there, put another one. I'd kind of like them to be facing the same direction. I just don't like how high that is. Why is it so high? Ugly. And there's more of them, I think, over here as well. So it's all gonna just culminate into one giant supply of coal. What the piss is this thing? Is this the coal mine? This is the coal mine. What is this? I need this. Can I get rid of this? I don't need this. I need the coal. How do I get rid of this? Well, I thought there was like 5 or 6 of them out here. Apparently there's only 3 that's available to me. And weird ball sitting on my coal mine. And then we got water supply out here. I don't even know what I need to build a water thingy. I didn't even look. I need copper sheets. You gotta be kidding me. Now we need to build a coal generator. Something like that. And it'll power everything here. Alrighty, so now that'll have coal going into it. We need water, but I don't have the thingy to make the stupid water spout, spigot, whatever the... Alrighty, I got everything I needed to build a water extractor. There we go. No, it's not the rock. It's actually got a little walkway too. So this needs power. Well, why it needs power? It should make it its own power. Kind of the whole point of things. But anyway, I brought fuel, so Okay, so now it's got power, and we should have coal coming in here in a second. Yeah, look there, looking beautiful. And this thing for fire up. Oh well, no, it won't because I don't have water. Oh my goodness, I don't have water going into it. So I reach the building now. That overloaded my dadgum system. You kidding me? I just wanna pump water. I'm probably gonna have to put a pump in line as well. Isn't that just awesome? That's just how this goes, isn't it? If the stupid thing would turn on, I wouldn't do it. Give me half of this. Give me that. Put half of it in there. Put half of it in here. Are we back up and running? No, because I didn't connect that to the grid. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's... We're gonna build one right here. We're gonna build another one right here. We're going to have that go to here. We're gonna have that go to there. We're going to connect that to that. We're gonna connect this to that. Of course, now that's maxed out, but that's running off of that. Okay, so that's fine. That's going to connect to that, and that is going to connect to there. Then, okay, our capacity is up, and our power is up. So we should be pumping water now. And we should have coal coming in. Are we pumping water? No. Why not? It's green. We should be pumping water. Do I gotta turn it on? Does it? Don't tell me it needs more than something. It needs. Oh my goodness. It's spinning. Oh, there's water here. Is the water not making it up to the... Is the water not making it to the dadgum... Oh, it's filling up. That's some physics right there. But because it's going uphill, it's having to fill up the system. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I gotta pump the water up there. So this man, it's gonna be more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. This is just about full. It is full. Why did it stop? I must need a pipeline pump put in. Which it does require power. Of course, why though? His wouldn't it require power? So we probably need to put like a pipeline pump like in line right here somewhere. What the piss was that? What is that? No, I don't want to go on that way. I want to go on this way. Yeah. Let's put it like right there. Does that work? And then connect off that to it. They can overload the system. We should be pumping now. Yeah, head lift is 4.4 meters. Flow rate's maxed out. That's full. Oh yeah, now we got some water coming in. Oh yeah. I want to see that smokestack boiling, baby. We got power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at the capacity, 135 megawatts. So each one of these makes 75 megawatts a piece. These only make 30. This is making 75. How much are we consuming? We're consuming 24. Max consumption is 35, and this is producing 75, so we can actually get rid of these. And now the system is running entirely off of this monster. Yeah, our capacity is 75 megawatts, and we are consuming 24. It consumes 45 cubic meters per thingy-my-bobby. Which is not the nicest number to see, but look at that, we're rolling coal, baby, rolling coal. Let's do it. Alright, so as you can see, we got the power set up for these. We got, you know, everything down here, these mines, the water pump and all that's all got power, and we got everything, water and coal running, and it's all working relatively well. So now all we got to do is replicate this whole setup up there closer to the home base so that I don't have to run power lines across the dadgum map. I just want to run water and conveyor belts across the map. In the words of Let's Game It Out, hold please. Alright, so it's been a hot minute. It has been a few days worth of work. And I don't mean like this just took me a few days to do. I mean like it's like physically been days worth of work. It's took quite a long time to do, actually. A lot longer than I thought it was going to take to begin with. But anyway, this is where we had them, or the two that we set up that we was going to run. I think we set up two. I don't remember now. That we was going to run for to run the pumps and the miners and stuff down here. That's where I'm at right now. As you can see, they're gone. Destroyed those. They everything down here is now ran off of the main power grid, which I'm going to show you the main power grid here in a second. What is important is you'll notice these look different, these conveyor belts. That is because these are the Mark III conveyor belts. I did unlock that while I was gone. This is also a miner Mark II. We got two miners here, got that miner there. All three are running on Mark III conveyor belts. And as you can see, looks beautiful. Now, I'm not completely done with the main power grid. I've got all of the generators placed and everything's ready to be hooked up. Like everything's ran to the generators. I just don't have enough coal mines to run the generators. I can only run, I don't remember how many, but I can only run a few generators off of each one of these. Now this is the interesting part. The amount of stuff that you need in terms of water to run this many generators that you have yet to know how many generators I've put up. There's quite a few water lines, I guess you could say. There's quite a few, yeah. And this is about half of all of them that's going to be needed in the end. But as you can see, I got another. So the way this is working, just so you can understand kind of what's going on here, which it'll be easy to show you with these two, is we got two water pumps. These are kind of loud, and one of them has to have a power shard in it because it just does. Two water pumps, the pipes come out and then they conjoin here and then they feed one pipe, because two pumps can supply enough water and enough flow to feed one pipe at its max volume. That's why I've got two on each. That was just the one that was running those, so I'll probably get rid of this. Now these other ones, I don't know why I ran these so far before I hooked them together. I don't really know why I did that. The other ones are a lot, I you know, perfected my form. So as you can see, it comes out junction and they're joined together. Same down there, and everything just joins up. We've got how many water lines running right now? Water pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Quite a lot. I actually don't have a coal for the 7th pipe. For the generators that's hooked up to the 7th pipe, I don't have enough coal for that, so that's why it's not pumping any water right now. And then we've got these other two down here, which are going to add 8 and 9. That'll be, actually, I'll do 8 on this one, and I'll do this one will be 9. Running up that way, and we can expand out that way, and there's more water over there. Got plenty of room. So, this is the water situation. As you can see, it's an absolute mess. I have given up on trying to make any of this make any sense whatsoever. And it all just kind of goes up the mountainside here, so the conveyor belts have become quite a nice escalator. And these Mark III ones move you very quickly. So I'll just let you kind of see all of this absolute spider monstrosity that has happened somehow. There's power lines going absolutely everywhere. We've got literally everywhere there's power lines. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So as you can see here, all the water pipes come down. They go bobbing and weaving through the woods. And they all come to... I built me a nice little lookout tower so that I can show it in all of its glory. They come to this. All of these coal generators. It is absolutely beautiful. Oh. Ah, smell the smog. Look at all the smokestacks. Oh, it's lovely. That's a rat's nest down there. Don't look at that. Everything else is nice and organized though. Yep, this is great. So from here, well, from here over, these aren't hooked up yet. As you can see, I don't have water going into them, and I don't have coal going into them. So, you know, this one's got water. This was that 7th pipe. So you can see each pipe runs a row. It just goes down and it runs this row right here. There's 6 of them in a row, and there are 13 rows in total, creating 78 total coal generators, coal power plants. It's absolutely wonderful. Look at this. This is beautiful. So organized and efficient. Let's get on down there where we can get a better look at everything. Now, what in the world? I don't have a head. Can we just take a moment to appreciate my lack of a head? What is wrong with me? Okay. I mean, that's common for video games, you not to have a head. Here's, yeah, yeah, you have to have 1 water pipe to run 6 coal plants, but you only need 1 of these to run 2 lines. So that's what, 12 plants that 1 thingy-mabobby can run, which is nice. That really, which I couldn't do that until I got these level 2 miners and level 3 conveyor belts. Those aren't level 3. Those up there are level 3. You can see how beautiful it is. But yeah, this is very satisfying to look at. Got quite a lot of smokestacks. It's very beautiful. And it makes a tremendous amount of power. I don't remember the exact figure. I did add it up just to kind of see how much the total power output would be at the end. And I don't remember what the number was. It was 5,700 and something. Look at that. Ain't that cool looking? So, yeah. 5,000 some megawatts of power. And currently, our water supply isn't working for some reason because I don't, well, I know why. Because I don't have the power shards. I don't have 1 in all of the thingies, so it's kind of, a lot of them are running out of water, like this one. Oh, this one's not running out of water. I put a power shard in that one. That one's got water. You see, like this is out of water. And so it turns off and it waits till it gets water, then it turns back on. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it until I get more power shards, which I probably got some in some other machines that I can throw in the water thingies. But yeah, we're making 27, 20. I'm assuming that's with all of them running. I don't know because they've not all been running yet. But yeah, it's been great. I did have to unlock some other stuff to get these thingies. The miner, yeah, I had to unlock something to get the miners level 2 and to get the other thingy-mabobbies level 2. Or level 3, sorry. I've actually not been down in here in a while because I've been spending all my time working the coal plants. That's why it's taking me so long to come out with another video, is because it's taking so damn long to build this thing. Here though, you can see I unlocked everything in tier 3 has been unlocked. I got coal power, vehicular transport, basic steel production, improved melee combat, which I think I showed that in the last video, I might know. Advanced steel protection, that got me the miner Mark 2, and logistics Mark 3 got me the conveyor belt stuff in Mark 3. There's also expandable power infrastructure that I've not unlocked yet, which gives me power storage, power towers. Whoa, 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 what's a power tower? I didn't see this. Power towers are used to span power lines across great distances. An additional power connector is provided at the bottom of the power tower for connecting with other buildings, such as power poles. This is what I need to run the power lines across the dadgum way. And then this one gives you a platform. Wow. That's going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, and all that good stuff down yonder. We will see you in the next one. Peace.